because I heard it on here.
Well, now we're live.
Oh,
It's just simple.
We're actually live.
Yes.
All right. Hey.
We're live.
Hey.
What I should be doing actually is making sure we should probably post something on social media and make sure that.
Test.
No, we're Gucci. I don't know you're in the audience.
Wait. All right.
We're live.
Yeah,
That's
so
it.
is it live? You can hear every single mic.
Hold on.
Well, there's a delay. We're live now. Boys, we're live.
One more time.
Yeah.
You got it?
Well, how's the video look?
All right. So
This is Anson's phone.
you just gotta hold it, bro.
I gotta hold it?
You gotta sit there.
No, it's fine.
That can be clipped.
It's fine. How's everyone doing tonight?
Dude,
Oh my god.
Who's-
gets into the podcast.
Whose channel we streaming on?
We're streaming on mine. We have 6 viewers.
Oh, what's up, Matthew Dangu's channel?
This is Matthew J's channel. For context, this is actually my first actual live
Supposed to get
stream.
in here.
The lighting is giving Godfather. Oh, Rhett's here.
Oh my God.
Rhett's already joined.
Oh, really?
This is great.
What's up, Rhett?
Yo,
Caleb Hoover's also in the corner.
yeah, he's
You really don't have to put the.
I'm doing it.
You're
I'm
like,
doing it. I'm an influencer.
okay.
he's like Caleb Hoover's also
We,
in the corner.
are kind of doing. I think we're gonna do a different live stream on different people's channels throughout.
Yeah.
Each night.
Yeah.
Where's
TBD.
the actual?
Anson.
It's
Got
from
it.
the
Got
top.
it.
It's
Got
like
it.
a-
And
Got
so-
it.
You
Got
need
it.
to scoot over a chair, by the way. Anson.
Yeah.
Unless Caleb's coming in.
Caleb, you coming in?
You got it.
Contribute to the chat.
So you could.
Yo,
sit
how is
probably-
my Lumix game fam doing? Luis, we're doing solid. So we're doing a live stream to
Do we monitor the chat?
you
Yeah,
can
that'd
if
be
you
great.
want. But we're doing a live stream for every single channel every night at NAB on different people's channels.
Not my
Maybe.
channel.
Yeah, why not? This
It
might
might
be
be.
the reason you blow up.
It might be,
I guarantee you it's not.
Why do we have this on the table?
dude. It's like an art piece, bro.
No, I'm just gonna get out of here.
This is better. To
So we're kind of just gonna briefly kind of talk about, I feel like, everyone's experience
Hey, look, it's Nigel.
going to NAB for the first time. This is Nigel's first time going to NAB. What
That's
was kind of your experience on that?
It's pretty fun. Like I like seeing the gear, but it's way funner. It's like meeting all the people that I'd only talked to. Like mostly all you guys. I mean, I've seen you in person, but I've never met
Right.
anyone else in person before, so it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, dude,
so much better.
this is crazy.
Louis,
Does the quality look good?
Louis, Lumix gang on point. Which camera am I at? Right here.
Yeah,
What's
Your
up, man?
voice probably sounds as milky as possible right now. That mic, it's
Dude, this
inside of
is how influencers hold their mic. Is that right, Caleb Hoover? You're the influencer of all the influencers.
Caleb.
Yeah.
Caleb looks like he's like smoking
Yeah.
a pipe in the back.
Oh my god,
So,
Matt.
so.
No, the actual way is like this.
Oh yeah, you gotta
Do it on the other side so the camera can see it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness! Wait, why? This is my
Alright.
chat, and I can't even see my own chat.
I got
Dude,
it.
he's got it.
I got
bro. Dude. We're trying to work on control today.
This lighting
We
is
brought
giving
Matthew
Godfather.
here for intervention.
I love it.
Yeah,
I mean-
we should.
Nigel
should do-
Barros, dude.
Dude,
He's so famous.
Oh my gosh, he has like 150K subs.
Not really.
He's so famous.
I can't
I can't believe Nigel Barros is in the chat right now.
So each day we want to really okay. So I remember when I would see people go to NAB, I'd be like, "What new camera? What thing came out?"
Dude, I
Like,
didn't even
what's-
know what NAB was until last year.
Bro, NAB was. I remember when a new camera was probably gonna come out, I would watch. So if everyone can just get like a fly on the wall, kind of just like we talk about. This doesn't need to be structured, bro. It's just
Okay,
talk.
so
Yeah.
what? Okay, let me ask you this. All right, as creators, we've all talked about it. I don't think any one of us is making a dedicated. NAB video?
No.
So what are we here for?
Well,
Like-
I'm making this video about this OC.
Oh, you are okay.
Look at this.
So that
camera
counts.
switches.
That counts.
Oh my god.
But like, okay, so let's start off with like, what did you guys see today that you were excited about?
Dude, getting to talk to Dan That
From
yeah.
Black Magic.
yeah, that was really cool. 'Cause
Sick.
He just talked about some of the process.
I'm talking to Terry tomorrow.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
Yeah, so he shared on some of the process about like what was actually happening behind the scenes. Even talked about the tariffs and stuff. So I don't know, just getting to hear directly from the source was really cool.
I
Really
don't
cool
know.
for me.
like that Anson has access to my chat and my YouTube
Bro,
channel.
this is a
I just want to see who's commenting.
this is a
How many
growth.
viewers?
This is growth.
You'll watch this
bro.
back later.
Live growth.
I don't
You
know.
can trust.
Lewis says, have a good topic. You think Blackmagic AF update would make people switch to L mount? Honestly, I'm going to do a hot take. This is what I'm known for, hot takes, right? Let me scoot over so I can.
There you go. Look at us trying to.
At this point, if you're not on L mount,
You're not on L mount.
Then you're probably on Micro 430.
Oh no.
no, I think Blackmagic having like isn't it like AI generated autofocus? It's not like
Yeah, it's interesting. It's not like a software thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like a hardware thing.
Mhm.
It's a software thing. Which is kind of wild to think about.
which is wild. Which makes me think, why couldn't other brands do this the whole time?
Yeah, honestly,
But I think Blackmagic being in the ecosystem of L mount all along has been a reason to switch to L mount, because there's that path of growth. You have a legit broadcast cinema camera. You have a legit cinema camera that is industry used and everything. And I think the autofocus is killer. I think it's a good reason to
like icing on the
potential.
cake, bro.
Honestly,
Yeah,
like
it's like,
it's pretty legit.
Yeah, I think Fixes.
What was his
12K.
question?
I don't know. What was his question?
well, also, what's his name?
Lewis.
Lewis.
Yeah,
Is it
Lewis. It might be Luis.
What's up, dude?
Might be Luis.
So
Might
what's
be
up,
Lewis.
Lewis?
Might be
is
Lewis.
L-E.
Yeah. It might be Luis. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I have a good
Listen,
topic. You think Blackmagic
Oh my-
AF update would make people switch to L mount? That was the question.
Would people? Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
The Pixis would 100. The Pixis.
I think the Pixis 12K is a
The
reason to switch
Pixis
anyways.
12K is literally.
I
the
specifically
reason.
think for the people who already have the Pixis L mount and they've been using PL and using EF, I think those people are going to slowly start getting L mount glass if and when the Pixis 6K gets autofocus
Mhm.
into their system.
Yeah.
Are you friends with Pav on Instagram?
I'm not sure.
Can you DM him? Because I think he's here.
He's like right there.
We're just live
Yeah.
streaming right now.
All right. So
the beauty.
Mighty
You gotta let it.
Mighty Miggy. I got a BM.
Excuse me?
I got the BMCC 6K.
Chat.
Matt,
Control
bro.
go. Let the control go.
No,
Yeah, Matt.
I got the BMCC 6K and it's good actually.
That's
I'm
good to
going
know.
to do some roller car shots tomorrow, and yes,
Oh,
it's
come
AIAF,
You should comment.
and it's Mighty Miggy. Sweet,
Yeah,
sweet.
you should
Love it.
comment on this video later. What actually happened? Because I really want to know. Like,
I
the
wanna
roller
know
shots?
too. I'd
I
be
wanna know if it's
interested.
good, dude. Like,
I'd be interested. You have to let us know how that goes.
also, that would help for like engagement and whatnot.
I guess also context for anyone who, since this is going on my channel, does everyone want to say what they do and who they are if
No,
they don't know each other?
stop it.
Come on.
Stop
They
it.
don't, who,
I feel like
people
we've
don't
all
know.
been on your channel.
We've all
That
been
is
on your
true.
channel.
We've
So
all been on the podcast.
Because it's a live stream.
Anthony,
It's like a
Nigel, if you don't know about Nigel and you know about Matthew, like I feel like something's wrong with the universe.
Yeah.
Matthew's got a
Kidding. I love
really
you.
good
I'm
channel.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Matthew, Anthony, Nigel.
Oh yeah, we
Anson.
didn't even do an introduction.
It's fine. We're all fine.
Anson's been pretty much helping us with the live
Yeah.
stream because we don't really know what we're doing.
Yeah,
Dude,
So-
this is-
This is here. Cut to this angle.
Yeah.
This is these guys' first live stream, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. So
hey man, we're doing great.
we're doing.
We're doing great.
Dude, I'm just-
we have a
He's
switcher.
live switching.
I'm
just-
live switching. Come on.
I'm excited because we're just hanging out with a bunch of people.
All right, Thomas.
It's like inviting people to like a party, bro.
I'll be
It is.
100%
It
honest.
is.
Anson's saying a lot of stuff and talking. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just focusing on like cutting angles. I'm like, this is like a whole job.
Yeah, you got it. I mean, we could have brought it here. I would.
All right. Thomas says, "I'm excited to see the Pixis 12K tomorrow." Have you guys made it at Blackmagic, right? You did the
Oh,
interview.
wait, Thomas,
Yes,
what's
he
his
does.
last name?
McClure.
Oh yeah,
Thomas McClure.
Dude,
What is
Thomas.
up, Thomas?
bro.
Sup,
I feel
sup,
like I
sup.
know who that is, but I don't.
He builds a lot of camera rigs. He's like the camera rig
Irish,
guy.
too. He's got like a little bit of an Irish accent.
Why did Caleb? You're in the room. Why are you leaving me a voicemail? Oh, he's locked out.
Oh, here, I'll go.
Get him,
Yeah,
get
you
him.
go lock
I
him
was
in.
gonna say here, the password's this.
Yeah. Come break into our house.
No, let's not.
Okay, so we got another chat. Mighty Miggy says, I think the chart knows the gang.
The chart.
Please explain.
Yeah. What do you mean?
100%. Please explain.
Like what? What is
I'm
that?
gonna need to follow up to that one. Okay, going back.
I don't
going
know how
back.
long we're streaming either.
It's fine. Chat. Yeah, the chat knows the gang. Thank you. This is what I said.
Yeah, this is the Lumix game right now.
Yeah, we're all familiar.
I don't know.
We all
Nigel's-
know.
Nigel's
We all
thinking
have a
about-
Venn diagram of
Nigel's thinking about
followers.
some other camera.
Sure. I mean, I think about other cameras all the time.
I think about this all the time too. I mean,
Dude, he shoots on an FP.
I do.
That's kind of wild.
I do.
bro.
Is this like an intervention about you shooting on like an FP?
This is your
No.
court here.
What was I
Japan.
shooting? What was I shooting on all day today?
I don't know.
The
Oh,
S1R
the
Mark II.
II.
It's a great camera.
iPhones. I'm just kidding. I'm not getting started on that, bro. It's just like shift the podcast. Bro.
Okay.
Okay,
Back on
so-
track. Back on track.
Yeah, I think if we
What
back to NAB.
What are you? What are you most excited? What are some things you saw today that you like, Matthew?
Bro, I'll be honest. I didn't really pay attention. I feel like all the tech this year, besides the 12K at NAB, feels kind of the same as everything that has been. There's not a lot of like crazy new tech. Sure, Lumix has the S1R Mark II, which is sick, but like
It's not new to you.
it's not new to me.
Yeah.
Pixis 12K, that's cool. But it feels to me, Anthony, would you agree? It feels very similar to last year in terms of technology and innovation. Like Black Magic booth.
I
feels
think
the
you
exact
haven't visited
same.
enough booths. There's a
We
lot of
literally
really
went.
cool stuff.
We went to everything. I feel like.
Did you go to Blazar? Did
Yeah.
you see the anamorphic
Wait,
lens?
that was actually kind of crazy. The Blazar.
The
that stuff
Blazar,
is actually-
the rotational anamorphic lens
Dude, that's what
is sick.
Oh, the little tiny one.
Yes,
bro.
and it's for
It's called-
L
okay,
mount.
wait,
It's
wait,
hang
wait.
on.
You get it.
It's for L mount
Wow.
Any mount.
and E mount. So Lumix Gang is going to have, and not many people are doing this right now.
This
so
big.
yeah, it's
It's
tiny.
literally.
It's
this
called
big.
it's called the
So go to-
Beetle or something like that.
It's this big.
It's tiny.
What?
The lens.
The lens.
And what type? What type of?
133
so
squeeze.
What
focal?
30, 40,
40, and it's only that big.
4133. Yeah.
So there, I think, and they kind of alluded to this. It's like, so we would used to do like fake anamorphics where we would put like a cutout of an
Mhm.
oval in the back.
Mhm.
I would do that to my lenses. I would take out the back of them. I had like the Suere 1.33 times anamorphics, and I would take out the back.
You watched a lot of like anamorphic.
Tito,
Yeah.
Tito, anamorphic on a budget. I took out the back, put the little the insert in, and it would look like a 2 times.
Yeah.
And I was like, why don't companies do this? Turns out there's an anamorphic lens company. It's called Hawk Anamorphics or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like ridiculously expensive, perfect spherical lenses that like have like on purpose faults,
Yeah.
and then they have a insert on
An
the
insert.
back. So it but it's like a mechanical iris,
Yeah.
and those are like ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, I've
I was
heard of
like,
Hawk.
why
They're
aren't
pretty
lens
sick.
companies doing this? I don't know if this is exactly what they're doing, but
I mean, that's the thing.
I
Is
looked
like
at the back. The
you
iris is-
gotta venture out. Like, sure, like you have the status quo from a lot of brands. But I think there is some like nuggets here and there that are really nice.
You know, I think one thing I'm excited for, but it wasn't even that small rig, was the small rig video card. I want to get my hands on that.
That's
I want a video card.
I'm fair.
Video cards are so nice.
I do want to read
Um,
this one off here real
okay.
quick. Central Int said people are saying Pixis 12K went up in price from 5K to 6.5K after the new tariff. Is this true?
So I will be releasing a video really soon.
Yes.
Shameless plug, but like, I mean, we're going in depth with the president of Black Magic, and he talked about that it was gonna be a couple weeks before they sort it out. It is because of the tariffs, but
Yeah, I think it's a mixture. I think it's not just Black Magic. I think it's all camera brands are going to start.
I mean, you're going to see a
having
lot
like,
more camera prices
just
jacked up.
everything, not even just cameras. Like all products are about to get a lot more expensive here in the States. But
Hopefully, we'll get it all sorted out.
Yeah.
Mighty Miggy says, I think about Lumix and Black Magic all the time. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I dream about Lumix and Blackmagic all the time.
Sigma here and there. Actually,
All the time.
probably Sigma
You
more than
dream
often.
of just Sigma.
Just
You're
Sigma.
like on that angle.
Just Sigma.
Thomas says, I did that to an old Helios lens a lot, the anamorphic mod.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's
You can
classic.
keep it on
Yeah,
two
that's
for a
the
while.
way to go.
Like, that's
Yeah, I got the NO mod Helios. It's so good. Yeah, I think that is. But to be fair, these lens companies, I can think about like 5 to 6 years ago how like we would always talk about like anamorphic lenses being thousands and thousands of dollars, and now we're getting these lenses that are like super budget friendly. What are you doing?
Hmm?
What's happening?
No, I'm just saying. Look, I did like slow fade.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Everyone chat clap for,
Hey, fade to
for
black.
Okay.
Fade back.
Okay.
Okay, I feel like for
He
a little-
really likes his OC
Anyways.
Ghost Stream.
yeah.
Switch.
For a little bit of
Yeah.
context, Matthew's like running on a couple hours of sleep,
yeah.
and so is Anthony. Really.
Yeah,
we're
Yes,
both
it's
right.
the struggle is real.
Walked for hours.
But that being said, like seeing these anamorphic brands, C-Ray, Blazar, putting out all these different things, like anamorphic is so accessible now. It's almost like you should start shooting with spherical now because anamorphic has become so adopted that it's almost like counterculture to shoot spherical at sometimes.
yeah, or like sphericals, like a
Is that what
Is
you're
it-
most excited about NAB so far, or
I liked what I saw from Blazar. I liked what I saw from. I saw a couple other things. There's a new camera. There's a new brand. I feel so bad because they messaged me and they were like, "Hey, come check out our booth. We're at the Tilta booth, but it's a new lens brand that was like, hey, come check us out." And I was like, "Cool, I'm there." And the S1R Mark II didn't fit their PL adapter, so I was like, I got to come back with a different L mount camera. And so I didn't make it back, but I'm hoping to check that out tomorrow. Let me see, what is their name?
what about you, Nigel? This is your first.
Yeah,
NAB.
I've known about NAB for ever since I got into filmmaking, essentially, and I've never
Mhm.
really had the urge to come because I don't talk about new cameras or new gear most of the time. So
I love that.
it was very. It didn't seem necessary to come here, but I'm glad that I did because, like I've been telling everyone, it's cool to have a congregation of other people that do the exact same thing that you do,
Yeah.
all in one place. That's pretty cool.
It's very interesting, talking about like I don't really have a video to make for NAB. Like, why am I here? And it's legit just to hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
Like hang out with friends, people that YouTube is such a big thing where you are often isolated. And Pav and I talk about this all the time because we talk quite a bit. And we had a video like a year ago that was like, you really need to find that friend that understands the struggle of YouTube. Because if you don't, you're just going to give up. You're going to get burnt out and it's going to be a struggle. And so like for me, this is an easy way for people like us that run channels that go through the grind to just really like look at cool stuff and hang out, So
Wow,
I agree.
such a cinematic answer.
such a dad answer.
yeah.
such a Sigma boy answer.
Oh my God. Look,
Do
I'm
not
40 years
call
old.
yourself-
I'm
I'm
not,
sorry,
I'm
daddy.
not
40.
Sigma boy. I'm Sigma daddy. Come on.
About to be humbled.
Anthony, what are you most excited about?
He's 40. He's like, I'm not a boy.
I'm not a boy, especially not a BOI.
Yeah.
Come on.
So, what I was most excited about?
I mean, you had the interview.
Yeah.
What are some other things that did you see anything else while you're there?
What's crazy is I wasn't even excited for the interview. Who did I tell? I was like, man, I really don't want to do that interview.
Really?
Who did I
It
say?
was
that?
Was
just
it just a lot of
timing.
pressure,
It was just
or-
late.
Yeah.
Like we went to bed
I
at
was
like
with
2
Dustin.
a.m.
Bro, Dustin filmed it. But anyways, it was like the most random thing. My phone wasn't working. My audio wasn't working. I recorded it with my iPhone, like audio.
Yeah.
But
Where's your
I don't know.
microphone? Oh, okay. I didn't see you have a microphone. Like, can people even hear you?
dude, it's that discreet, bro.
Jason Morris is in the chat. What's
Yo,
up, man?
Jason
Yeah.
Morris.
Dude, I'd be
What's
in
up,
this
man?
chat too, bro. Look.
That's sick.
How many people are in the chat?
There's quite a bit. We got 11 viewers right now.
Hey,
11. That's pretty good.
Nigel's like
Mighty
sick,
Mighty
dude.
Miggy says
Sick.
thoughts about the Sigma BF and Lumix S9 having the same sensor.
I think I was still finishing, but
Were you?
can
was
keep
it?
going.
No, was
Were
it? Yeah. Yeah, bro.
we'll
But
come back.
Sorry, no.
We'll come
go.
back to
Finish
this.
that
just
thought.
hanging out.
Finish that
That's
thought.
it. I just want to hang out. That's
I think
everything.
that's like-
that's
I
all
know,
I
I'm
wanted.
excited for it.
That's all I wanted.
Tomorrow night we're doing the stream on your channel.
And listen, making. So if you aren't familiar with YouTubers and NAB, NAB is where YouTubers go to make more money. I'm just saying the real
Actually,
thing.
this is a lot like really good for networking
That-
and like connecting
Yeah.
to like marketing directors.
And even like sponsorships. for
Yeah,
sure.
and it's getting connected. This is kind of like a behind the scenes thing, but it's like getting connected with brands, actually shaking hands. Because when people talk to you, they think you're just like another YouTuber, which
Yeah.
a lot of YouTubers are just another YouTuber.
I'm just another.
But then, no, don't say that. You're not. Everyone in the chat. No, just, everyone in the chat, can you just affirm that?
No, I'm good.
No. But so you get to meet them in person. They see that you're actually
Yeah.
like, legit, you're genuine, all that stuff. It's really cool. So
I
yeah,
mean,
that's what NAB is for YouTubers in general.
Right.
But so for me, I guess.
There were a couple brands today that I talked to that I've done the rigmarole like Instagram DM where I'm like, hey, I'd love to talk about your gear on my channel, and like crickets. And I talked to them today and they're like, yeah, here's the card. And I'm like,
Yeah, it's
it's so
different.
much a
It's
different
when
vibe.
you
It's a different
shake
vibe.
hands with somebody. And then also another thing, it's really interesting if anybody cares about how this stuff works. If you talk to just a different person within the same company, they will probably they might give you the world.
Yeah.
And then a different person's like,
Yeah, that's true.
No thanks.
yeah. Dude, I forgot this was a live stream. Bro, I'm about to say something really bad. All right. Cut.
But
No, this is a live
Figure
stream.
this
This
out.
is candid conversations.
Well,
well,
no,
I will
this
say
was-
like what is nice,
Fair.
like you do
Fair.
get like for marketing purposes, you get like the business cards, but like I'm literally just in like 2 brands I know are outside the country. I'm like, what's your number? Like I'll just text you like on
Yeah.
WhatsApp.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like it's so easier to like respond to them, and then it feels like you just humanize that brand in a sense,
Yep.
and they just humanize you instead of this email professional like, hello.
Yeah,
blah,
my
blah,
name
blah.
is Anson.
I hope you are doing today.
Yeah.
Let's talk about doing a review and collaboration.
Here's my
on
reference
channel.
videos.
I love
You're
your
like,
channel.
hey,
Or they
Can
like
I get this
message
light?
you.
I want to make a video about it. Sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's important to like point out that like it's important for YouTubers if you make videos about gear.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's necessary for every YouTuber to be
No.
like
No.
No.
No
this
way.
event, you know,
No
like-
That's
way.
true.
you know, you can obviously still be very successful on YouTube without ever coming to one of these
Yes.
things. Like
Yeah.
you're not going to see like Gox at
Nope.
like
No.
an NAB conference. You know what I mean? But like if you talk about gear on your channel at all, it makes a lot of sense to come here.
But to
Yeah.
that point, I think every niche of YouTube has a similar thing.
yeah,
And you just have to realize what your niche is and what the apex event of that community is, and
Yeah.
go to those things. Like invest that
I
time.
know, dude. I was stuck on that Apex word, bro. I'm like following what you're saying. I'm like, yeah.
That's
You're like
right.
Apex.
That's right. Apex.
When
Come
did,
on.
when did we
Apex
get like
event.
medieval? We're doing, like,
Yeah,
we're just
yeah,
talking about-
apex event. Apex event.
I will say I think Nigel said this earlier. It's like NAB is like the one event that like there's people who understand, like from a YouTube filmmaking gear perspective, there's people that understand you and what you do on your channel, and you're kind of like in a bubble when you're at your own place, and like, you know, you have your friends, you tell them about YouTube, but like they don't really get it, like in a
Yeah.
sense. It's like, and also that's just our perspective. NAB is also a huge filmmaking.
Dude, it's a huge thing.
yeah, there were probably
company.
people like at that event today that like are so high up on like the ranks of like some huge production company
Yeah.
that we have no clue.
Dude, there's a
Right.
whole section that's just a business section. It's
Right.
like it's like Microsoft.
There's like marketing meetings. Upstairs.
Somebody stopped me
Bro.
today and they're like, "Are you in post production?" And I said, "No, I'm
Someone
not.
asked
You don't
if I
want
wanted
to
to
talk
go
to
to
me."
West Hall, and I'm like, dude, does it look
There's a
like
whole-
I stream
there's
the
a whole
broadcast? Oh, we're streaming today.
Bro, there's a whole
Maybe
tech
I'll start
hall,
broadcasting.
like a legitimate tech hall that has nothing to do with filmmaking.
Yeah.
There's like a-
Interesting.
yeah, it's all the way at the if you
West
go to
Hall?
yeah, if you go to I don't know the building that's all the way.
West Hall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Interesting.
That's the West,
West
Hall has
Hall.
nothing interesting. Don't need to go there. I mean,
No.
for us.
For us.
For us.
I did a
For
shoot
us.
there. That was cool.
For us.
Other than that.
There was a question. We'll kind of keep the chat alive here.
Yes.
So, all right, going back to thoughts on the Sigma BF and the Lumix S9 having the same sensor. Lumix got mad hate for the S9, but the Sigma BF has less for more. End of the day, I don't care, but definitely a good talking point.
Listen,
It seems like an innocent
imagine
question.
I said like, "Hey, Sigma Daddy, see how weird that sounds if I call you that?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't
Yeah,
happening.
look at me in
listen-
the eye
listen
and
to
say
How
the
about
this.
Sigma
boy.
father?
That's a good one.
Why are you calling it Sigma father?
Come on. Come on.
No. So what's your perspective?
Actually, I think Tom,
Dude, I'm over here just like, what's good?
is it Tom Colton? What's his last name?
Yeah, I think so.
He did a great video talking about the difference between the two. And if I'm honest, like go watch that video. I think that summarizes it very much, because it's basically like Sigma doubled down on, I think, what the S9 should have doubled down as. This is not an S5 II. This is not an S5 IIX. This is a casual camera that can do all these things, but it's almost like they didn't niche down enough to really cut out the general filmmaker or the general Lumix user.
Yeah, I feel like the S9 is
It's a marketing.
It's
thing.
a hard camera to say this camera is made for blank audience.
Yeah,
because it's
a weird
so
in between of
many
all the different things.
different like categories of, well, it could be for like dads, it could be for a content creator person for TikTok, it could just be for a YouTuber, it could be a C cam on productions, like.
And I think that's the difference, is the marketing for the BF is, this is what the BF is and who it's for. Does it have video specs? Yes. But is it a filmmaking camera? No.
Right.
It's an everyday camera that looks nice, is pushing the boundaries of a camera design. And so it's all about marketing. And I think that's why it's getting a little more praise than the S9 got.
Yeah.
And it's really pretty looking.
Yeah,
It is.
It's
It's a beautiful
I think
camera.
it looks good.
It's a shelf camera that like actually shoots good photos and good video.
If you had a nice outfit, it would literally be a piece
Yeah.
on your side, and people would look at me like,
Yeah, it's a style.
"That's cool."
Yeah. Yeah.
it's an actual thing.
Yeah.
Thomas says we use the S9 as our coffee shop's social media camera,
Come on,
as it's so quick and easy for uploads with
Smart
great
man.
quality.
Smart
sure.
man.
For sure.
I will say, using the S9 MP4 light setting
Mhm.
and then having it connected to your phone to like take a clip in real time light, stop recording, and it just uploads to your phone right when you hit stop recording is pretty clutch for fast editing or fast content creation needs and deliverables.
Luis follows up with, "Call me crazy, but now that I have the S9, I use it more than the S5 IIX. Love to use it with Lumix S lens lineup." I'll be honest, like the S9, the only reason I think I don't use the S9 more is because I use Sigma glass. If I used the S primes, I probably use the S9 more because it's built for that size.
I've been getting really into hybrid zoom recently, and it's so fun.
It is
Using
a
a
lot of fun.
24 to 70, it turns into a 24 to like 146.
Dude, I used a 70 to 200
Hybrid
with
zoom?
hybrid zoom, and I
Oh,
was
it's-
like,
I just did the update on my S5 IIX, and now I have hybrid zoom.
It's so nice,
It's pretty
especially
sweet.
for photos too, for JPEG photos.
and the
hybrid
fact
zoom
that you
is
don't
sick.
lose a ton of quality with it, or if any at all,
I like
is crazy.
It's AI sharpening, like that digitally zooms in on your image. I don't think they would coin this
I
whatsoever.
think I don't
but
think it's
they're-
that much digital. I think it's because it's downsampling.
Well, yeah, but it's
But it's
pushing
still
it.
pushing
It's
into
cropping
the-
into
it's
your
still
image,
pushing
and when
into
you're
it.
looking at
Oh,
the
I see what you're
camera
saying.
itself, like when
Yeah.
when we were in Japan, when I took like a photo of the skyline, I'm like, oh, this is gonna look good. Took the photo, snapped it. There has to be some like sharpness that's being added to that image because I was like, shoot, I'd
I think when you get to certain,
print it out.
yeah, I think when you get certain like sizes, for sure, you can see the digital sharpening.
Yeah,
When you get to like that whole, like if you go to like the
624
lowest like quality
oh,
of like
extra small,
extra small,
The
then you can start
2.5.
seeing that digital sharpening for sure.
but it looks so good. Still.
And it does look very good. It does look very good. I can keep on making sure I get like the right part of the mic.
Yeah, you're just like
Just put it
you're
on your
eating
shirt.
it, bro. You're
You know what's funny?
You're basically over there. You're like, hey guys, so today
We're
Whoa,
over here with
welcome
both
to-
our mics, just on our shirts, just
And we're-
and
and we're
they're
just-
both holding.
This is okay. First of all,
Should we switch?
Hey,
You wanna switch?
We're in our
professionals
20s.
here.
That's right.
We like doing life simple.
Yeah.
They're in their 30s. They like making life a little.
I'm
bit more
40.
complicated.
Dude,
I'm not in my 30s.
Bro, I'm just
listen.
living my life, bro.
You can say what you want, but like position.
Oh, the audio
and
quality
stuff.
for sure.
This is
Yeah.
going to sound way better than yours.
Yeah, yours is gonna
Chat, let
sound
us
like
know.
it's coming from-
But guys, I look better.
Uh, fair points. Fair points. Fair points. But you sacrifice a little bit of look
That's
for
true.
quality. All right?
It's like, all right, I don't even know what to do right now.
Most of my videos are hand holding a Shure SM7B.
Bro,
I'm
I
not
love-
going for like
Dude,
Dude, you were getting
Stylish.
stylish on one of your live streams. Like, dude, we need to get these guys some like podcast stands when you guys were. holding.
were we? That's hilarious.
my
That's hilarious.
ADHD is so satisfied when I hold this.
Yeah, but
And I'm
now
just- and I
you're
have
going
something-
like this and like not getting proper audio now.
I've been doing it for like 2 seconds.
My point made.
And this is where the stream goes down.
Anyway,
Jason, guesses on next Lumix camera.
Well, none of these guys can guess, right? Wait, are you under NDA too?
No.
Oh, okay. So
I
I guess
can
we
guess.
can guess.
You
yeah,
can
you
guess.
guys can guess.
Yeah.
We're under NDA.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you
Like-
guys think?
We're under. Let's be clear. Hang on. Get that angle. Here.
It's Matthew.
This is.
Well, no.
Well, I was telling. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. This
We
is a
need to see-
year-long
well,
NDA.
well,
This is not like something's coming up. We sign a year-long NDA and we refresh it every year. So it's not like
Yeah.
something's coming
So
up.
they can't they
It's
can't say
actually-
when, if, or anything like that.
It's a three-year NDA.
Is it a 3-year
Yeah, we have
NDA?
a 3-year NDA.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Besides the point,
Are you
Go
gonna-
ahead.
we
Go
all,
for it.
I didn't know you were.
we
gonna talk
also
about
don't
link.
even know what
Go for
our
it.
actual next camera is coming out to begin. But
If I had
live
to,
stream wise, I don't
Yeah.
know about saying anything on the live stream. If this is a recorded podcast, maybe
I
I'll say
can,
stuff.
I can guess.
Yeah, you
Like,
can take whatever guesses.
I mean,
I'll
Get
sit
so
back.
specific.
I'll sit
I'm so
back.
curious.
I'll sit back.
Here,
Well,
just
unless
this
you
is to
wanna-
Nigel.
I mean, I don't have. I mean, I'm just gonna guess like a faster readout sensor and a more video focused camera at some point. I don't know when, but I would assume that would be coming next because they already hit the resolution camera with the S1R2,
Mm-hmm.
and so hitting the H hybrid camera would make sense. That's what I would guess. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, even though I feel like a lot of people have speculation. I don't know. I feel like I've heard a lot of rumors like pre NAB, and then
Mhm.
talking to some of the actual reps, realize that they're completely bogus rumors. So that's my perspective.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't think we're getting an FX3 alternative. It's just not happening. This whole
Yeah.
Photoshop FX3 image
If
that's
someone's
going
saying, "Oh, it's
around.
not,"
Huh? No.
No, that's like I think posted on L mount.
Well, so I will say, Central said about the Lumix small size cinema camera. I don't think this is whatever is happening next. I don't think is a cinema camera.
I think they're far away from any cinema camera.
Right. No, this is only just because we work with Lumix a ton, and knowing the broadcast versus the prosumer side of things,
Yeah. I mean, I think it's to give perspective to people, and this is things that I've said or things that Sean said on my podcast before on live streams. So with that said, when the S5 II and no, I have a microphone. Chill. When the S5 II and the came out, I believe they were already in production for the Lumix S9 at that point.
Mhm.
So it's that was 2 years out. So I mean, you can only imagine with the S1R Mark II and the S9, what has Lumix been working on since then? It has to be.
And that's where I kind of
Something.
feel someone asked it earlier, where it's where does the Blackmagic Pixis 6K and 12K fit in? I feel like they're a pretty good camera to go with until you're waiting for that next Lumix camera,
Yep.
especially with the new autofocus update.
Right.
Because we played with it, we played with a
It's
6K
pretty
full
good.
frame, and it's pretty sweet.
So
I think that's where the nice positioning of the L mount alliance is right now is there's nothing that's cannibalizing another brand. I think that everything plays nicely right now. I think somebody was talking about Viltrox joining today, and I'm that may take a lot from Sigma because they're kind of direct competitors. But as it stands right now, I do think that's very well positioned to say, okay, cool. Well, if you're wanting to be in the L mount alliance, it is different than a Sony ecosystem where you just go from a Sony FX30 or a Sony A7 whatever to like an FX6 to a Sony Venice to, you know, like whatever. It's a little bit different in the mentality because yeah, you may not go from a Lumix camera to another Lumix or Panasonic camera. You might, because there's still older Panasonic cameras out there that are cinema focused. Mm-hmm. But in this scenario, you may go Blackmagic. And to that point, like if you're doing something like the GH7 that has ARRI Log C, then that's a whole nother conversation of like maybe your path of growth there is maybe an ARRI camera if you're in that color space.
And I think I forgot who I talked to about this on a podcast episode, but Lumix as a whole, oh no, it was with you, Anson. It was because of the L Mount Alliance and the different brands that are starting to join the L Mount brand alliance camera wise. There's so many paths that you could take depending on what specifically you want to be like shooting. Mm-hmm. You know, for Lumix, it could be more of that prosumer area. Or maybe you want to go into DJI with the Chicken Head 4D camera.
Great camera.
Or go into more of a cinema filmmaking box style camera. That's where the Blackmagic Pixis comes in. Or you just want to be some enthusiast guy, like a Sigma guy.
And go with a BF that makes no absolute sense.
If you want to Leica camera on the budget, you can go shoot Sigma BF.
I mean, Leica's a whole nother beast, but
what about you? What's your thoughts
on
next Lumix camera?
I mean, I hope I was able to talk about this, but I didn't get something clear. There's nothing in the roadmap, but that would be crazy if Blackmagic sold their sensors to Lumix like Sony sells sensors, because they have made their own sensor.
Yeah, there's only
and it's so crazy.
One issue I think with that, not with the 6K sensor specifically, but the 12K sensor.
I'm only talking about the 12. The 6K is a bot sensor.
Yeah, so the 12K sensor can only shoot, I believe, in B-RAW. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, if say they sold that to Lumix and they wouldn't be able to get the same specs out of that sensor because they would be shooting in long GOP MOV H.265. Yeah. And that sensor is built and designed specifically only for B-RAW. So like ProRes and like MOV and like H.265, I don't think is possible in that specific sensor created by the 12K.
I do think that there's another part of that conversation too. Yeah. And there's a couple of chats that come in. Luis says, I just hope that we have a lower megapixel sensor that's not the IMX410 for video.
That's
I think the IMX410 is the one that's in the S5 too, right?
That's the Sony sensor that everyone buys.
Everyone buys. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
Dude, you didn't know that you were shooting Sony, did you?
Yeah, you're shooting a Sony sensor. I feel like Dustin should be here. Dustin may be here tomorrow. Maybe here sometime later. Maybe we'll see.
I'm making him.
We'll
see.
Dustin is staying at our house to give context.
He's staying in our house.
We have like 9
but
guys.
He's at a dinner, night. I think.
Yeah,
something
like
that.
9 guys though in our house, and I think everyone in this house shoots Lumix.
It's definitely the Lumix house for sure.
No.
Internal B-RAW and a Lumix would be a dream come true.
But just okay, minus 2 guys.
That is,
okay.
That's true. That would be. I mean, for
I told
I don't shoot B-RAW, but
it's a priority.
I don't.
Is that
so
like
here's my hot take on B-RAW. Yeah. Here's my hot take on B-RAW. B-RAW is still not raw, and it's still not an industry standard.
Yeah,
so I'm kidding. No, I do love some B-RAW. I do love some B-RAW. I also like stirring the pot.
Yeah, there's a hot take.
My Sigma FP has real raw and not compressed non-raw.
You got Cinema DMGs coming out.
Listen,
yeah, I do.
You have real storage.
I do.
Yeah.
It's called Slim Raw, which compresses it down.
You have to process your raw.
Yeah,
and then no way.
That's
no,
the extra
I could
step
never.
that he goes to, and that's why his stuff looks so good.
I could never in a million years.
Yeah,
I mean, the creator looked good. It was filmed on the FX3.
It's true,
but they also had millions of dollars in lighting.
Dude, this looks pretty good.
It does look good. It does look good. Although
Shout out to Shu.
I'm very magenta right now on this hero
th-
shot.
dude. The entire stream is coming out magenta for some reason.
Yeah,
It's
I
weird.
think
Magenta and
just-
cross.
It looks a lot
contrasting.
better on our
switcher?
roasty
I
monitor.
promise.
This looks so good. I
Uh,
did like slight color shifts in the camera to try to push
Think
this.
about-
Lumix
fall
Gain would
asleep.
prefer B-Raw or RE log. RE log.
I would, yeah, I'd rather have an RE log.
I feel
I
like
think that like Our
I
log
don't-
is still 10 bit.
here's the
right?
thing.
Yeah.
I feel like for at least everything
what do you
I
mean
shoot,
more than 10-bit?
Well, you're talking about raw and cinema DNG.
Yeah,
bro.
but
It's
if you're not going to
12-bit.
shoot in real RAW, like
Hey, it's-
here's the thing. The
for
only,
me, it's a bit depth.
the only reason I would want to have shooting in RAW is literally just flexibility in post.
Oh yeah, I
shift
forgot about
my
that too.
ISO to shift my
But-
white balance, but like
Yeah,
I just shoot it right in camera. That's why I'm like, I would love the Pixis if it did have like an H.265 MOV like settings, because I don't need to be shooting B-raw. Like I want OpenGate 6K, but I don't want it to like 1 terabyte to be only 3 hours of recording.
I have an argument for this. So
1 terabyte.
if
You think you get 3 hours of recording on 1 terabyte on RAW recording?
For B-raw.
no way.
No, you do. So
I get
did-
45 minutes.
So that's okay. Whatever. That's why
Oh,
our
and the 12-1.
it's a 12-1 and the
12-1
Q5
compression.
is a 3 hours and 37 minutes and 1 terabyte in B-raw in 6K OpenGate. I literally just did a video on this. But in 6.4K on the S1R Mark II, it's 7 hours and 10 minutes for 1 terabyte. But you don't get RAW. But if you do shoot Apple ProRes RAW on the S1R Mark II,
let's
it's
just
40 minutes.
let's establish something. When you start shooting RAW, you have committed to investing in a lot of storage.
Yeah, no, screw that. I don't need that in my life.
So it's either like
I forgot what I was saying.
you gotta find the sacrifice somewhere.
My point.
So yes,
guys-
Mighty Miggy said I will take B-Raw over RE.
I would take
Interesting.
B-raw 100%. We get
Interesting.
a more robust image, and I could just shoot in Vlog and put a phantom LUT on
Dude,
it.
I just want
and it looks pretty close.
I just want to be in Vlog, actually.
you like Vlog over.
I'm
B-roll,
gonna
bro?
I convert all my stuff to like a log actually now.
Oh,
I think I like the B-raw, like the idea. I mean, I don't.
I like the
I'm the
idea
one
of it.
person here that probably doesn't shoot raw at all, but
yeah.
like I like the highlight recovery in
Yeah.
DaVinci. If I was a
Yeah.
DaVinci editor, which I'm not,
Yeah.
I would like
Would
that's
you use
the one-
ProRes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I use Premiere and I shoot in like either
Wow, I said
ProRes.
ProRes,
Yeah,
not Premiere.
yeah, I shoot. Yeah, I edit with Premiere still. See,
I was like
He literally
ProRes.
laughed,
I'm over
bro.
here like
That's
ProRes,
savage.
not Premiere, which is the program that you.
yeah, I use Premiere.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Dude, just to piss people off, I'm gonna like start switching to, like Sony Vegas or something like that.
You should.
Yeah,
You
Avid.
should.
Just do Avid.
You should.
Avid.
Or do
You should.
Eddie S6. Okay, if
What
you
the heck
know-
is that?
If you know
Got more
what Eddie
chat?
S6 is, then put it in the.
There's a couple.
put it-
Yeah, dude. No, they're
S5 II
There's no
camera uses the
secret.
A7 III sensor. A7 III. Oh, that makes me so sad.
Oh yeah, I heard
I
that.
forgot that part.
yeah.
sensor
The
does,
sensor comes from all of them.
What
all
sensor does the
4D.
S1R Mark II use?
That's the one that did the DJI. It's speculated
that's
that's the one
the
that
Ronin.
DJI
It's the chicken
Ronin,
head.
Dude,
Gotcha.
I will maybe-
which is why it's so
Yeah,
much.
they definitely said like, well, you could say that. It comes because I asked him like, is it from the 8K? And he's like,
deep gulp.
I wish I cut to this angle where
With a zoom on there.
he literally
With a
it's like,
zoom.
he was like,
With a
some may
zoom.
say.
Yeah. So that being said,
shout out to OC for this. This is great.
shout out to OC and
This is
shout out to
sick.
Matthew for doing this live switching. All right. We got another one here. Has anyone played with DaVinci 20 yet? No. I started traveling as soon as DaVinci
My
20.
editor has, and he's freaking out.
Really?
Yeah,
like
he's
in a good way or bad
in
way?
The best
What's in
way,
it?
dude. He's like now I'll never have to use Premiere Pro ever again. And
Really?
that's not a jab. That's not a jab. That's just because he liked Premiere
Or
Pro.
ProRes, as I call it.
Yeah.
They wanted. There's like some AI audio features that were in Premiere
Mhm.
and are now in DaVinci,
Mhm.
that people have been waiting for like a long time.
Does it have the
It's
song
interesting.
remix tool?
It had yes,
It does.
dude. It has the one where you can
You can stretch a song
you can
and it like.
stretch it and it'll
What are you doing?
make
What are
it.
you doing?
Oh,
Stop.
Bro.
That's the only.
This
That's the
looks
only
like
thing in
fun.
Premiere
Let
that I
me-
cannot live
That's
without.
dude. That's literally what my
Really?
editor was
Mighty
saying. My
Maggie's
editor was
freaking
like,
out.
I don't have to use.
Dude,
Premiere
you have
Pro
18 viewers right now.
18.
You,
Yeah.
you're
Dude,
watching
that's
the
what I
potential
got.
conversion.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
If they can even hear us.
Actually,
because everyone
fair.
else is
To be
talking.
fair, that's only when you guys didn't realize you.
This
could
is a
stream
pretty
on your
haggard
channel.
live stream. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, it won't be like this.
Wait, this is really actually really bad. You guys are having a conversation, and then we were having a
Yeah, I
conversation.
know.
Exactly
I mean,
what
this
I'm
is the
saying.
part of the show where we probably are like,
And
let's get excited about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's regroup
Make sure
and
you go to Anthony's
channel
Yes.
tomorrow.
And
tomorrow.
subscribe.
which
You
is, I mean,
Should,
it'll
hey,
probably be in the description
hang on.
somewhere.
I can do this.
What are you doing?
I'm copying his channel's URL and putting it in the chat.
What a man, dude! Look at him. That's 40 wisdom right there. That's like 40-year-old wisdom. It's like,
Bro.
just do it right now.
Hold on, chat. I'll give you Anthony's channel. That's where we're streaming tomorrow.
Yeah, you know they can't hear you. That's a great point.
Bro, the sass is on level. 10. We need to get you some sleep, bro.
All right, I'm
Here we
picking
go.
up Ezreal. Yo, Ezreal's not in this chat. I'm gonna call this boy. Be like, yo, why aren't you in the chat?
Well, let's end the stream. I think we're good.
I think it's good. I think it's
Yeah.
solid. Unless there's any last minute questions from people that like,
Yeah.
or people that want us to like, if we're doing a live stream tomorrow night, or we're committed to do one, it's gonna have to be before the B&H party. That's
Yeah.
facts.
We'll
And
probably
then
just
now-
go to NAB.
tomorrow is
Tomorrow is being
It's Tuesday.
dude. It's
No,
Monday.
it's Monday. It's Monday, bro. I promise.
If anybody's at NAB, can they tell me when the
Yeah,
B&H party is?
It's tomorrow night.
Dude.
Anyways, we're at NAB. If anyone wants us to check out anything in preparation for Anthony's channel tomorrow, let us know right now. If you don't, let us know.
dude,
Mighty
if
Miggy
you
says
just-
AI audio master and holy crap, life changing.
So if you just want us to just have conversation and just like chat about whatever, please let us know in the chat.
Mighty Miggy says he's already subscribed to your channel.
Bro,
My boy.
Mighty Meg.
So I put Anthony's channel in the chat. Go follow Anthony's channel. Subscribe to Anthony's channel. We'll be there tomorrow, maybe earlier in the
might
night,
not
since
like
if
the
we
content.
want to go to.
Your thing.
Hey, we'll probably all be more awake because we'll get sleep.
Yeah,
Honestly,
we
Anthony
have.
keeps
We're
me
all
up.
running on a very limited
Yeah,
sleep.
no,
Coffee sounds
Not
great
me.
right now.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're well
good.
rested.
I'm
You're
wired.
good.
That's why you're like your temperament's just like.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So, all right, where are we at? Hero shot. Thank you guys all for joining. This has been a great first. You guys have officially broken Matthew's channel with his first official live stream.
That's not getting deleted.
That's not getting deleted. So thank you all for joining. Matthew, it's your channel. You sign off.
I'm not- I have a microphone.
You sign off.
I don't know,
You
sound
literally-
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
sign off.
End. Just end.
No, we're not ending.
End it, bro. End
Okay,
it.
I'll-
Everybody subscribe to
Yeah,
Matthew's
done,
channel.
done.
He's great
Look,
content.
Look, it's not even on him anymore. It's just on us. We're just
Thank-
boys.
Oh my god.
Goodbye.
I'm done with
Bye.
this.
Goodbye.
No, seriously, thank you guys for checking us out. I don't know how to end live streams.
Just
so
say goodbye.
bye.
Just say
Here,
bye.
You know what?